Well, kids, I'm sure you have heard that Earth rotates around its axis once in 24 hours. We have a day, daytime, nighttime together give us 24 hours. And Earth is a sphere, so the circumference of the sphere near the equator is a large, huge compared to circumference away from the equator, as you can imagine, or you can look at the figure, which means the rotation is 24 hours one circle, but you're moving relatively at different speeds depending on where you are on the earth, and this creates something called the rotational effect, what we call Coriolis effect. When you try to move from the equator towards the poles, or from the poles towards the equator, or even from west to east or east to west, if you're flying from Asia to America or Europe, or from America to Europe or Asia, you are going to have a push because of this rotation. It's like a three-dimensional merry-go-round. This Coriolis effect is very important for Earth's weather and climate because the rotational effect tilts everything, including the winds, when you move at the planetary scale, as we say it, at large distances like from Asia to Europe or Europe to America and so on. The effect of rotation is felt, and as you will see in the podcast, you only have to remember that in the northern hemisphere the rotational effect pushes things to the right of the direction of motion. So if you're going from the equator to the pole, in the northern hemisphere you will be pushed to the east, and if you're going from the pole to the equator, to the right of the direction, so it'll be pushed to the west. And in the southern hemisphere everything reverses because we are in space. The sphere is just hanging around in space. When you look at the earth from the north or from the south, you're still going from west to east, but the relative change in direction is reversed in the southern hemisphere. So the Australians feel everything differently. Okay, so listen to this. We just have one podcast on this, but it's good to remember the Coriolis effect because it's very important for weather, climate, ocean currents, the way cyclones rotate, hurricanes rotate, and so on. Okay.